What's up, you guys, man? This is the Mental Awakening Podcast, man. I appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank y'all for being here, man. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell so that you get notified every time I drop a vid. This is presented by Portal Prospect Productions. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Let's get into the first topic of the day, which is sometimes you got to work in silence. Sometimes you gotta work. The reason I feel like you gotta work in silence is because what you don't want to do is let the old enemy get in there and mess with what you're doing. So it's very important for you to work in silence. Sometimes a calming atmosphere. Just, you can play some white noise or something like that on the TV and just let it just take over, manifest. This is where manifestation happens. When you're working in silence, you can create and do what you got to do. See, I'll let some stuff be known, but what a lot of people don't know is I've been working in silence on things, getting stuff in order, getting stuff prepared so that when it's time for me to pop out, I could pop out and show niggas. And that's one of the payoffs, that pop out and show, and it's not for validation from them at all. It's the hard work that you put in. You want to display it and put it on full screen for everybody to see. The ones that did support and the ones that didn't. You can just sit there and be like, I made it. I did what I needed to do. I cracked the code. I found a way, and I think that is super important. Finding your way is super important. And so I just want you to understand that there's so many things that align in the atmosphere and in the universe when you're working in silence and you're not boisterous and you're not loud and you're not sounding a trumpet. When you're working in silence is one of the best things because you get to know you from an inside perspective, not what everybody sees on the out, and then you trying to create this persona that goes out into there. You get time to sit with you and really think, what do I really like? What do I really want to do? What do I really desire to do? And so we got to remember that when you're working in silence, man, it's a calming in that thing, man. It's some of the best times I've had, just doing what I gotta do. Not letting everybody know what I got going, not letting everybody know what I'm doing, not letting everybody know that, oh yeah, I've been working on this, I've been working on that, I'm setting this up so I can get that, then I'm gonna set this up so I can, no. You never tell nobody all your plans. Some things you gotta keep to yourself. Some things you got to work on and perfect because you just don't know who is speaking against you at the time when you're in your system. And so that's when people understand that there's more benefits than, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. I got this going, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got that going, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yeah. Making a bunch of noise and ruckus. Sometimes you just sit back and you watch and wait and you assemble. You assemble, you structure, and you go. You hustle, grind, execute. That's just a fact. You hustle, grind, and execute. You gotta hustle, you gotta grind, you gotta execute the game plan. I know that some people will be like, well, I work so hard, man. I just want to tell the world, shout out to the world. No, don't worry about the world. The world don't need to validate you. but I understand what you're saying. So it'll come a time where you can be boisterous. It'll come a time where you can be loud. It'll come a time for that. But while you're in the midst of structuring and really working hard and doing what you got to do, you got to work in silence. You can't be loud with it. And another thing, reach for the stars. Don't give yourself unrealistic expectations. Reach for the stars because you deserve it. Reach for the stars because of your growth. Reach for the stars. I just think that at this point, when you're dealing with what you got to deal with, and then you set out for a dream, an aspiration, a goal, and it may not come as fast as you would like for it to, but it's all in good timing. That's why you got to constantly work. You constantly work, constantly be on the run, constantly doing what you got to do to ensure you're at where you need to be at the end of the day. So, at the end of the day, man, continue to reach for the stars and don't tell everybody what you got going on. All right? I appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank y'all for being here. This is the Mental Awakening Podcast presented to you by Portal Prospect Productions. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. All right. Peace.